really pleased with the way a team played tonight. Overall, offense, defense, special teams. There were moments at times that every part of that football team was really good on the field tonight. Offensively, starting off fast, just like they did last week. Compliment to those guys having a great plan for the game plan. We got to continue to learn how to finish, learn how to generate some points, learn how to generate yards in the second half more than anything. But that's part of growing. We have so many things that we continue to grow as an offense. Defensively, when we needed big stops, you saw they came to play tonight, from all parties, like up front, D-line, second level linebackers, and of course in the secondary with Five and Caleb Alford. Those guys constantly made big plays the entire night. Special teams continue to add to the situation where we continue to create some momentum all throughout the night, and that's what we talk about. We talked about all week, all parties coming together, all phases coming together, playing complementary football. We didn't have the ball a lot on the offense side of the ball. Defense play a lot more snaps, but at the end of the day, it's about everybody. When you needed those points, when you needed those drives, like guys hunkered down and they got them. So right now I just open up for any questions.
Coach, I'll start as Odom okay. You took him out toward the end of the fourth. Was there just a personal thing? What was up with that particular move? Yeah, he was having some shoulder issues. We didn't feel like he would be our best option to continue to try to put back on the field and continue drives. So, we'll, get in there today, tonight, and tomorrow and just kind of evaluate him. Right now, I do not know the status. Five, let me ask you, defensive wise, you guys stood up towards the end. You had your back was against the wall. Talk about trying to stopping them at the end and winning the game for the team.
You just start with the D-line. The D-line physical. Everybody on the defense physical, so it's gonna be hard to get in that box with this. So we be fine every play. We go play by play, so we just be fine every play.
Yeah, Coach. So y'all got off to a quick start for the second straight game. Just kind of, how is it when you get game script in your favor and you guys are able to kind of control the game script as opposed to playing from behind?
It's always good. You can be more aggressive when you kind of catch fire and catch a lead. It gives you an opportunity to go for some things on forward down. Gives you an opportunity to make some decisions from a play calling standpoint to be a little bit more aggressive. Obviously when you're playing from behind, you got to be a little bit more cautious. It's kind of like gambling. Sometimes you're playing with house money when you have a big lead. But we still got to figure out a way to generate points in the third quarter. We missed a field goal in the second quarter thing. But, that's the biggest thing right now as a football team. Offensively, we got to continue to tweak some things and continue to present some different options. But, I feel confident that we're going to get it fixed.
Yeah, so this year's team already has more wins than last year's team did. Just kind of what does that say about the growth of this program after just 1 year in the FBS?
We don't really talk about last year a lot. The biggest thing is just how can we get better week to week. That's the biggest thing we're trying to figure out. There are so many different things that's going to present themselves throughout the week to week. Everybody in this league in Conference USA, there's a lot of parity in this league. Some teams get hot, they play really well. Some teams go up and down. You have to learn how to ride the emotional roller coaster. The biggest thing is all our hopes and dreams are still ahead of us. We can still, play a conference championship right now. We can still go to bowl games. Those are the things we talked about at the beginning of the season. So the only thing we're going to do is just take it day to day. We got to get some things fixed. We know we got to play better, as we continue to go through the conference. It doesn't get any easier.
Coleman, talk to me about first 100-yard game for you. Talk about what the offensive line did for you, and also coming out to that big 21-point lead. Talk to us about that, and when the game goes and you're not able to get back in the end zone, do you get frustrated? Do you try to get in there? What's your thoughts on the process during that?
So first, just to jump out to a 21-point lead, always good. The coaches always emphasizing start fast. So I think we did a very great job of that. Just got to learn how to strain and finish for all 4 quarters. Obviously you want to get in the end zone as much as possible, but it didn't happen like that tonight. So definitely want to go back and practice, work on some things to change that in the future. Defense was able to hold it down for us when we needed them to, when we weren't scoring any points. So shout out to the defense for that. And then 100-yard game, it was great, man. Just starts with the play calling, the practice, all that. I didn't even know that, but it's a great feeling. The O-line just, making my reads clear, just making it easy for me to see my reads, getting up to the second level, letting me get to the third level and just do what I could do. So really starts from the coaches all the way down to practice, what we do in practice, and the O-line, all of them from left to right, just making it go. So, yeah, and then also the explosive plays, having them big pass plays, lighting up the box, the splits and everything. So,
last one, Coach, a long season, but to get that first Conference USA win, how do you feel? And putting that into one of your check marks in your column?
Yeah, anytime you can stack wins is good. We got a little bit more momentum going into the bye week or whatnot, and that's always good for guys to come in the building and see. It's a lot easier to make fix some things after a win as opposed to after a loss. The energy will be good, and I hope what these guys see is, I always say, we can be as good as we want to be, as fast as we want to be. Nobody's holding us back with us. So as long as we continue to get better week to week and fix some of these issues, we can go as far as we can.
Hey, Five, walk us through that interception. What'd you see?
Just made a play. It really started with the defensive line. They rested on quarterback. Quarterback stepped aside the pocket. He didn't know what to do. He just threw it. So I was done for the play. Just made it.
So this is the second week in a row that the defense has held on fourth down into the ball game. You played a big part in this one. Going back to last week, how much did that confidence help you be in those moments yet again tonight?
It started a lot, you know what I'm saying? And then it started at practice. We stacking days at practice every day, from even the walkthroughs. So if we focus on the walkthrough, the little stuff that matters. So we just keep stacking days and then go get the result. We go keep getting every game.
Coleman, you run hard, you run angry. You're tough to bring down in first contact. Why do you run so hard?
Sure, I think they put the trust in me to give me the ball, so I feel like I got to make something happen when I have the ball in my hands. God bless me with some good, God-given abilities. So, when I get a chance, when Coach called my number, I just want to make sure, I let him know that he made the right play call. So just being able to run the ball and just open up different things for the offense and just keep my pad level low, trusting my coach from Coach Wall. Just a plethora of all those things just to, get the drive started so we can open up and do more things for the whole game.
Well, Coach, you had to rely on Tommy Ulatowski in the ball game. Has only played limited snaps at KSU, but he's played college football. What can you say about just his knowledge of the game and the situation? One, when he came in the first drive, keep the ball in bounds, keep the clock running. And then two, trying to run out the clock, just kind of knowing where the clock is, especially in the last play.
Yeah, we're giving Tommy a lot of information through the headset, coming from the sideline. But at the end of the day, he's on the grass. He has to execute the play. And he did a good job. Tommy prepares all throughout the week. Even though he's been our third-string quarterback for a little while, we got a lot of confidence in him because he's got game experience. He's not a guy that this is his first rodeo. He's been in those situations. He's been the backup. He's been the starter. So he just knows how to prepare. And for him to come in at the end of the game and do what he did, that's just a compliment to the maturity that he has in the game experience. That's why we brought him in.
Coming up in a bye week before the midweek games on national TV, what's your approach to the bye?
October gets a little different in Conference USA. So, we sit there, we talked about the schedule a little bit for the next 30 days or so as we have all these different games. Our biggest thing is just managing our team and making sure we can get back healthy, but at the same time, we got to continue to prepare. Recruiting is going to play a big part in it as well throughout the month of October with so many days in between games. So it's just a plethora of things that's going on, to be honest with you, throughout the whole month. But the biggest thing is we have to get our bodies back ready. We need this break. It's coming at a great time as we played, 5 football games so far. So it'll be good for these guys to continue to prepare, but also to continue to get back healthy.
Sorry, Coach, I thought it was done. But to win 3 straight, starting off 0-2, what have you seen from this team, from the morality and everything, to get 3 wins straight, to go 3-2 going into the bye? How's the team feeling right now?
Yeah, I think anytime you get a win, you're always going to feel good. I think the biggest thing for right now for us is keep developing the confidence that we need. The confidence with this football team is really, really important because as you get in a rhythm throughout the course of a season, when you develop confidence and when guys start believing in the fourth quarter that they can win football games, that's what winning cultures and winning teams do. They find a way to win at the end of the games. We bring up all kind of teachable moments throughout the week, and we showcase, whether it's the National Football League or whether it's in college football, you can see those programs and those teams, those quarterbacks that understand how to win, the moment is never too big in the fourth quarter. And that's what we're trying to continue to grow at. The moment can't be too big in the fourth quarter. We got to seize the moment and take advantage of the opportunity.
Five, you had a lot of balls thrown your way today. How's it feel when you're doing your job and you look up and here comes that ball?
You just got to be patient, be patient with the receiver. I treat every play like the ball gonna come to me. So you treat every play like the ball gonna come to you, something good gonna happen.
Heard that. And then running the ball, right? Whenever days like today, it just feels like every time you get the ball, you're picking up good yardage. How's that feel when you can really rely on your O-line to just go and move people?
I mean, it feels great, definitely. And, I mean, we see it in practice. It's like the looks we get in practice is how we're executing there. And like I said, like the play calling, it feels great just to be able to rely on them and just know we could, call any run play and just be able to get a positive gain or maybe even an explosive. So it means a lot.
Yeah, and Coach, you're talking about confidence, right? With this being y'all's first year, it seems like from the coaching staff down, everybody's just kind of building that confidence and growing in that. Can you speak on that a little bit?
Yeah, we're all growing together. This is a lot of guys, a lot of support staff, coaches, everybody first year at KSU. We brought in a lot of new players. We inherited a lot of new players. And the thing that we're trying to do is we're trying to continue to pour into these guys and breathe life into them. You got a lot of coaches on this staff with a lot of experience that had success at all different levels. So what we're trying to do is enlighten these guys on what it takes to be a champion, what it takes to be successful. And as long as they continue to listen to us like they've been doing, as long as we continue to grow together, that's what we preach a lot about. We're gonna continue to have some success.
Thank you.
Anything else for you guys? All right. Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, thank you.